Okay, back. So, F1. This game has 18 chapters. Changing a person's fate is no easy task. Especially when their fate is death. The scene at the other end of the line is pretty much what I expected. All except for one thing. No, Lion, hang in there, baby. It looks like some piece of trash shot her from the top of the pile of garbage outside. Here, let me take a look at her. Maybe there's something I... Sorry, can't allow that, Pigeon Man. Pigeon Man is wearing a pigeon. I don't think it was that obvious in the DS version. I investigate, and you superintend. You have your job, and I have mine. Let's leave each to this own profession, shall we? Yeah, well, here's what I think. How much of a pro can you be if you let her get shot right in front of you? How much of a pro can you be if you let her get shot right in front of you? I. Anyway, have it your way. I'll stay out of your hair. Doc, what took you so long? Quit dragging your feet. Who are you to shout at me now? Let me have a look at each victim. Who are you to shout at now? Let me have a look at the victim. I haven't even looked yet, but I can already tell you she's dead. Her second death of the night, actually. How about it, Doc? Can you save her? She's not breathing. Afraid I'm not a miracle worker. Only thing we can do now is curse the aim at the one who shot her. Lion, how could I let this happen to you? This must be a basement. There's that old man from before. I can't see very well in this darkness, but it looks like a pretty strange room. Oh, just wait. But never mind this, I'd better go see about Lynn. Unconscious this time as well, eh? Where am I? She's coming too. What happened to me? Well, you kinda died twice. Excuse me. Or are you ignoring me? mail. Sorry. I'm still not used to talking with dead people, you see. Well, technically, he hasn't talked to any dead people. That's just Misao, who's a dog. Dead. So I'm dead, huh? Try as I might, I can't seem to remember who I am. She's starting to remind me of me. Who am I? Everybody seems to call you Lin, if that's any help. Everybody seems to call you Lin, if that's any help. Lin? Huh. Pretty cute name. And apparently you're a detective too. Detective? You mean that super cool kind of cop that solves crimes and upholds justice? No, more like the one who dies on the first day on the job. Sounds like a pretty subjective description, but yes, that kind of detective. Hey, wait a minute. Are you starting to remember something? There's no time to lose. Something really unusual is going down in this town tonight. Yeah, I certainly won't argue with the really unusual part. That not your face, you know. Take another look. You're the dead one. Oh, right, of course. It'd be pretty heinous if I looked like this, I guess, wouldn't it? Think about this for a second. I don't know if heinous is the right word. 'Cause if you think about it, clearly the ghost can take any other form. There. Now this is more like it. Something really unusual is going on in this town tonight. Could it have anything to do with my death, I wonder? Tell me, what is going on in this town tonight? Don't ask me. Ah. I can't remember a thing. I think it's probably because I'm dead. Grr. Everything is so confusing. Can't you do something? Hey, you're asking the wrong guy. But I've got some things to ask you about. Yeah, sure, ask the ghost who can't remember a damn thing. I'm looking for the answers to the questions, who am I, and why was I killed? Do you know anything that might help me? Teach, the only thing I know right now is that my name is Sissel. The only thing I know right now is that my name is Sissel. Your new name is Sissel, huh? I think so. It rings some kind of bell anyway. I think I was killed tonight while I was meeting with you. So you must at least know me, I think. Yes, in the junkyard outside. Yeah, it's coming back to me. I remember now. I knew it. I knew you were the lead I needed. But I'm so sorry. I don't think I can help you. Why not? 'Cause I don't know you. What do you mean? I thought you said you remembered me. No, I said I remembered something. I remember the fact that I don't know you. No way. So I died, huh? Yes, apparently. I'm very sorry. How could this have happened? And after I just passed my list finally this year. And after I just passed my test finally this year. My exciting career of catching the bad guys had just begun. And now look at me. Why did I have to go and die in an old junkyard like this? Poor kid. The shock is setting in. And so I told her everything that happened tonight. About those tricks, possessing and manipulating objects. And a boot going back 4 minutes before a person's death. actually isn't the first time you died tonight, you know. You were already shot and killed once before tonight. And you saved me. That's right. You don't remember. Yes, I think I do remember something like that happening vaguely. Messiah said he remembered everything. Yes, I did get shot. By a blue man dressed all in black. I guess this means that even if a death is erased, the memory of it remains. Wouldn't that suck to die over and over and over and over and over again cause the player is bad at solving the puzzle? Even if you discount the fact this is a game, imagine being caught in a time loop where the same 4 minutes just keeps repeating. Also, if you remember from the game 12 Minutes, which had a somewhat similar time travel structure, imagine being caught in a loop where you keep dying painful deaths each time. Then there was that episode of Futurama where Fry fell to his death a bunch of times only to keep rewinding it until he broke the thing. Just imagine being stuck in a time loop that you being sucked back into dying. You'd think if there is some kind of afterlife PTSD, anyone who dies violently would just be broken. That's why I do not ascribe to afterlife mythologies where you live in your personal heaven or heck, 'cause it's not realistic. Like not even going into logical and provable, it's not realistic that to every life that dies just keeps experiencing whatever caused them to die at the end. Like there's all sorts of scenarios that basically say, if that was the case, then all these wacky people who cause a lot of harm while they're alive experience the exact same afterlife that people who caused no harm at all. I'm willing to give more weight to karma weighted afterlife scenarios, but I know those are just as unlikely. Like imagine dying to something you could not avoid or have any control over. So let's take something like a car crash. You die, and you took your passengers, or the driver and or passengers of another vehicle with you. So are you negatively weighted for killing 1 to 10 other people, for an accident that was likely not 100% your fault? I think she... To me, karma waiting would be how premeditated your harms are. So eating a hamburger is not weighted as negatively as butchering the cow yourself. And if you cause the cow a lot of harm, then that's even more penalizing. So I'm not saying you gotta not eat meat, but I'm saying if you go kill animals for fun and then waste the meat, that's more harmful than using the entire animal. And whoever you sell the products to basically weighed less negatively because they actually aren't wasting animal. But just the same, Consider the cop who shoots someone in self-defense. Is that negatively weighted more than just letting them view? No, I think not. But there is no force out there doing these weights. It's just your personal subconscious. If you feel T, then you are negatively weighing yourself. So perhaps you create the heck you want to be while you are living. So I died twice already tonight. Wish I knew what to say to her. Guess I'll just have to wait until she recovers a little. I bet that's kind of rude, don't you think? Oh yeah, you're probably right. Looks like she's pretty much recovered already. So you don't know me, huh? Nope. Wish I did. So do you suppose we're just two strangers who happened to meet tonight? No way. I don't think it was any accident. Why in the world would I be way out here in the middle of nowhere for no reason? I was asked to come here tonight. Asked to come? By who? Can't you kind of guess where this is going? You're kidding. Are you mean? It's a setup. Someone's getting framed. Bingo! By you. I asked you to come here, but why? Junkyard date. Oh, come on, that's just a murder scenario. Play Life is Strange or Life is Strange before the storm to get what I'm alluding to. That's what I was going to ask you. Why did you ask me to come here tonight? Way out here in the middle of nowhere. You gotta be kidding me. It goes without saying that I don't remember. Gear. Everything is so confusing. Can't you do something? Hey, I'm not the king ghost. M. Lynn. Come with me if you to live again. Come with me if you want to live again. I'm not saying you owe me or anything, but I have a favor to ask. What is it? In the next 4 minutes, you'll probably come back to life. When you do you think you could try to find out about me before tomorrow morning? Who I am and why I was killed. I'm really sorry. But I can't make any promises. Why not? I don't remember very clearly right now. but I think I was investigating a case tonight. A case that is very, very important to me. So even if I come back to life, I don't think I'll have time to find out anything about you. Hoomp womp. Sad trombone. I know that a terrible thing to say to the person who saved my life once already. Welp, guess we don't need to save you again. I'm really, really sorry. I see that too, babe. But I'm afraid I'm still going to ask you. Ask me what? Ask you to save me. Even though I probably won't be able to help you. I know it's selfish of me. I really apologize. But I just can't die. Not yet. Not like this. I'm investigating something important tonight. I think maybe that might be the reason I was killed. Twice. But I still want to solve the case in spite of all that. I'm out of line. Didn't I tell you a minute ago you don't know me? Huh? I'm certainly not gonna treat your life like some kind of bargaining chip. I'll save you. What you do after that is up to you. Thank you. So, you ready to go back? Back to 4 minutes before you got shot. Lynn's second death. I'm heading back in time now to rewrite her fate. Faced with those circumstances, she could have just lied and promised to help me, but she didn't. That's when I knew I could trust her. I have a bad feeling about this. Yes, sir. Detective, is everything okay? Oh, oh. I was hungry, so I was trying to get something delivered. What? Don't do that. Oh, I'm sorry. You should leave jobs like that to me. Is chicken all right? One chicken dinner. I had chicken before I started stream. Oh, that's okay. Haha. I'm not feeling very hungry anymore. I would like to go back to the station for a minute, though. You would? Oh, I'm afraid I can't let you do that. Inspector Cabanilla is on his way. He'll be here any minute. Evening patrolman. Good evening, Inspector Cabanilla, sir. Nice work. Now, do me a favor and take a little patrol around outside, would you? They're a nice fellow. Yes, sir. Yo, how's it going, baby? Inspector Cabanilla, what are you doing here? I thought the Special Investigation Unit had an important top-secret assignment tonight. What does that matter at a time like this when my limb's in crisis? I appreciate it, sir. Wait a minute, did you just say a crisis? Don't tell me I'm being suspected. Suspected of shooting that pointy-haired man in the red suit. Sounds about right, Tom. I mean, I've never even met the guy before. I'm never, baby. Oh, well. Before tonight, I mean. He asked me to meet him here. He said he had important information about the big case I'm working on. He's the one who contacted me. I see, but it's funny, isn't it? I took a look at the list of cases your station is handling right then. And I didn't see you listed as involved on any big cases. You know I don't suspect you, baby. Just trying to clear things up. You're not the type to ever shoot anybody. He who knows you better than me, baby. I think on the DS I misunderstood the relationship. Cause it wasn't really evident that he was a much older girl. You know, if anything ever happened to you, I'd never be able to look him in the eye again. Inspector Kavanaugh, I'm going to ask you a question. Yeah, and what that? And I want you to answer honestly. Is it tonight? Is that when it's happening? I have no idea what you're talking about, baby. Get down. It seems to me that baby is indeed under suspicion. By Inspector Cabanilla. No, he's not like that. Just for the record, did you shoot me? Me? I would never do anything like that. Anyway, it looks like the hitman fired from outside. It'd be hard to prevent the bullet from coming in, though. In any case, let's just give it a try. Our 4-minute game. You know, they could make an anime of this. It has the right pace for it. Plus, you could recycle a lot of animation. You know what? I have an idea. The guy who shot me is outside, right? Looks that way, yeah. Instead of trying to stop the bullet once it gets in you. Wouldn't it be more fun to go out and stop the guy who's shooting the bullet? Fun? She says with eyes gleaming. Oh boy. You can use the telephone to move around, right? That's right. And I know the telephone number to the junkyard payphone, too. I don't want to get shot again. You know what they say. About 3 strikes and you're out. As long as you don't become a ball player, you'll probably be safe. But the telephone thing's a good idea. Maybe I'll give that a try. These pictures are old. What are they of? Little fragments of rock. And the fragments are glowing. Do you know what these are? Sorry, but I've lost my memory. Probably not the best person to ask. That okay? I was only being polite. I didn't really think you'd know. Ouch. This lady's tongue can be sharp. Ah, I can hear what you're thinking, remember? I know. Good one. What could this be? It looks like a giant nail clipper. You think so? Do you know what it is? Why did you have to ask me? Couldn't you see I was looking away evasively? Huh? It's one of those science-wise things that scientists use. It's called a microscope. Microscope. Ordinary people like us don't have to know what it is. I don't remember what science is. But it's apparently something Lynn doesn't like very much. What's up with this blinding pink notebook? Oh, that line. Isn't it adorable? Hee hee hee. Why isn't your adorable notebook in your pocket? I thought I panicked. Okay. Don't you shove things in the bookcase when you panic. Who were you calling anyway? It was personal business. Now that I'm really looking at her, she sure is cute. Keep your inner monologue to yourself, sir. They told me to call the detective outside if you did anything suspicious. So here I stand. Hey, maybe I need to call a detective outside after all. She's so beautiful, it's criminal. That Lynn's notebook. Hey, wait a minute. I thought she was practicing a Yankee move when I came in. I thought she was practicing a dance move when I came in. Nope, that was definitely suspicious. No question. I'd better report this. I wonder if I can make the call without her noticing. What's up? I've been watching Lynn just like you told me to. And I noticed something suspicious. You did. So Inspector Cabanilla was right. She was hiding her notebook when I came in. Her notebook, eh? Yes, sir. In a very suspicious manner, and in a very conspicuous place. Anything else? Let's It's pink and it's a notebook. Anything else? Let's see. Come to think of it, she's using the phone when I came in too, and referring to her notebook. Okay, someone will be over later. Don't let on you noticed anything. Hey, look at that. The phone line is glowing red. I bet it'd work if we tried it now. I bet you're right. The detective he's talking to is outside in the junkyard. And that where the horrible hitman who's after me is too. I've been waiting for you. you? A desk lamp that sounds like an old grandpa. Just call me Ray. Grandpa. Grandpa Ray. You just have to get the grandma part in there somewhere, don't you? You just have to get the grandpa part in there somewhere, don't you? The Grandpa Ray, the gun that shoots mammals and makes them instantly 90 years old. We're souls. We can choose any appearance we like. So I am. Which means you have no intention of showing us what you really look like, right? Now then, about that gunshot that took her life. I heard it way up on the upper level. I scan a few minutes from now. The hitman is probably getting his rifle ready right now. Alright, I'm going in. I'll get him with those ghost trick thing. Alright, I'm going in. I'll get him with those ghost trick thing. Alright, I'm going in. I'll get him with those ghost trick thingies. I'm very sorry, young lady. But you don't have those powers. What? Why not? Yeah, why not? I'm afraid I don't know the reason. only a special few have the powers of the dead. What? Are you saying I'm not special? Then unfair. Sorry you're not the protagonist. Anyway, we don't have much time. Come on and hop in. Carry on, boys. Wait, why is the fate changed if we didn't actually do anything? This guy didn't get a call originally, but her fate is the same. That horrible hitman that's after me is upstairs, isn't he? Yes, apparently. In other words, we can't stop him if we stay down here. Let's go then. I'm not really big on the idea of getting shot again. Well, we made it. Now it's time to hunt down that horrible hitman. He must be around here somewhere preparing to take his shot. I'm going to make good and sure he understands. What happens to people who point guns at others? There's a gleam in her eye that's absolutely blinding. Uh-oh. We needed a piggyback on the bot. Look! There he is way up there. The horribly Hickman. I think his name is actually Tingo, but I guess that doesn't matter. Come on, let's go grind him into pieces. I wish you wouldn't use such violent expressions. Decided. I don't see any cores that'll get us over there. I think we might have missed our chance already. Timing is everything. He's saying something, but I can't hear him from here. I see my target. Time to go to work. I'll be head of the Hitman division by next month now for sure. There he is, the horrible Hitman. We have to stop him from shooting fast. There. We put a stop to that shot at least. We did it. So I'm safe now, right? Well, that changed your fate a little, but it didn't avert it completely. We're not done yet. Still need to drop a bus on the GA or something. The Hitman is a professional, and he really, really wants to be head of the division, apparently. What if we send his head back in a box? I doubt blocking a shot here and their eyes really gonna stop him. If you want to rough him up a little bit, I promise I won't put it in my report. No, don't subscribe to ACAB. That bad cop thinking. Let's think of something else before he gets a shot in. God, these cops suck, they're so blind. If I want that position, I have to be careful of even the least bit of light. Division head is my ambition for this year. Next year, my motto will be. If I want to be director, I have to be careful of even the least bit of scandal. So it sounds like you won't show up in spots very light is on. And next year, I'm going to spread some nasty, scandalous rumors about him. Hey, did you turn that flashing light on? Hey, did you turn that flashing light on? Wasn't me. It went off all by itself. Scared the heck out of me. Wasn't me. It went off all by itself. Scared the heck out of me. Well, just make sure you lay off it. Don't want to waste any electricity. That what you're concerned about? God have cars out here just to put their flashers on and run them for hours. Have things gotten that tight? That pretty sad. They're really putting the squeeze on us lately about using too much power at lights. They're really putting the squeeze on us lately about using too much power at sites. They won't even let us use all of our searchlights at once. Oh, but We ought to be free to do at least that much, especially on a dark night like tonight. Oh, look at that. One of the lights went out. There are 3 lights here altogether. Apparently, we can't have all 3 of them on at once. Our station is crazy cheap when it comes to electricity. Just so another detective could see what he was doing the other day. I had to pedal my bicycle in place to work the headlamp. A very sad tale indeed. Sounds like they're taking things way too far. I see what we're supposed to do. I got it. I got it. But the game has a strict time limit. As she said, gotta crush it. Hen. This is quite a distance from the target. Han. This is quite a distance from the target. But I can't work under a spotlight after all. He thought you were supposed to be a step ahead. Never mind. A shot like this is nothing for a man of my skill. Mr. Division Head seems to like dark, gloomy places. Mr. Division Head seems to like dark, gloomy places. Well, let's send him to one. I'd be happy to throw him in a dark, gloomy cell. Come on, Sissel. Get him. Hold up. When did I become her assistant? Hold up. When did I become her assistant? When did I become her assistant? Dang, typos ruining the comedic timing. Squid. Did you hear I screamed just now? Nimbum crushed assassin. I'm telling you it wasn't me. Nobody said it was. There. We found a nice dark spot for our gloom-loving hitman. I think your death has just been erased. Again. Why not, I wonder? Ha. Why don't I have powers like yours? If I could do things like you do, it could really help me pursue my case. Why only the special few, huh? It's not fair. That's the same thing the little doggy said too. Hey, little doggy has a name. Well, I'm jealous of you actually. You're? Why? Because your life can be saved. Even if you die again tonight. I can save you with my ghost tricks. Nobody can save my life, Thug. Oh. These powers of the dead, why have they chosen me? Will I find the answer to that question tonight? Sissel, I'm so sorry. Well, you're free to do as you please now. Time to meet up with your chicken date. I guess this is goodbye, detective. Will we ever see each other again? If you ever want to see me again, all you have to do is die. But don't, please. Okay, got it. I was kidding. Well, guess we better be getting back to the present. Yeah, Michelle said the same thing. Lynn has escaped death for a second time. But that doesn't mean she's out of the water yet. I'd better go see how she's doing. Well, okay. Well, it looks like congratulations are in order. You erased yet another death. But I haven't gotten any further in solving my own mystery, though. But that woman holds the key. Don't forget that. Ray, what aren't you telling me? Lynn, huh? Now that she's alive again, she's probably still being detained in the super's office. She won't be able to pursue her case without the freedom to move around. I'd better go back to the super's office and see her. That sounds like a good idea. I decided to go back to the office where Lynn was being detained. With her changed fate, her story was sure to change too. And maybe that would lead us in some new direction. And maybe that would lead us in some new direction. Now that Lynn is alive again, I wonder what she's doing. She said she was investigating an important case tonight. Could that case be connected to me in any way? Be right back.